Hey, Dandy. Hey, Diana. Hey, Harlem. Hey, Vaccine. Hey, Killface. Hey, Hamburger Eyes. Hello, Karen. Hey, Solo Trip. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Gucci. How's everybody doing today? Hey, Soft Reset. Hey, Shucks. Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Neku Guitar. Guitari. Hello, Zoe. Uh, I mean, I try to let Chantel know when she says something that's insensitive. I certainly not. Whenever I catch Chantel saying something that is inappropriate, I will remind her. I don't know, Dandy. Growing up in a small town, eh, not really. Yes, I did post a book review for. Oops, not that one. Pokemon. The issue is it's hard to help somebody who doesn't realize there's a problem. Yes, I did a review of Mooncakes, so that's up today for anyone who missed it. Yeah, it's really really hard to help somebody who doesn't realize that they need help. Like Chantel's tried. Like Chantel's tried to help Dee Dee, but there's just nothing that can be done. I mean, Chantel knows from experience. How many books I read a month? Uh, I don't know, two or three. Harlem. It depends on the books. Elizabeth. So it is about a young witch by the name of Nova Huang, who reunites with her childhood friend, a werewolf by the name of Tam Lang. They fight a horse demon, and they need to figure out a way to to banish the horse demon while they sort of admit their feelings for each other and start a relationship. Not cool, Dandy. Not cool. Yeah, it's a good book. It's very soft art. Um, it's queer. It's a nice soft art. The two protagonists, Nova is deaf, and Tam is non-binary. So there's also some cool. I don't have a PO box soft. Hi Kim. It is not X-rated. I think it's classified as young adult. I might even go so far as to call it middle grade. Like I think they're anyway. Um, I think they're teenagers. The protagonists are teenagers, and yeah, Mooncakes. She's a bit angry. Hey, Chibi. Yeah, they're teenagers. I think maybe just out of high school. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just a soft book. Can't very well tell her to stop raging, considering how often I rage. So, and while we're on the topic of books, Bloodborne, probably not. While we're on the topic of books, though, this is the one I'm reading right now, "Race to the Sun" by Rebecca Rowanhorse. So this is the book I've just started now. Not very far in, but it's only about 20 pages in, but it's only a 300-page book, and it'll go by real fast. How hot there? I think it was 30 degrees Celsius today. Race to the Sun. A seventh grader starts seeing monsters, figures out it is able to detect monsters, and she well, starts having to fight monsters. It's a Rick Riordan presents, so which I think find really cool. I really like that Rick Riordan uses his platform to promote, especially to promote diverse authors. I will, Nick you. I will definitely be reviewing it. Yeah, I really appreciate that Rick Riordan uses his platform to promote. Um, what's that shirt about? I usually wear large. Haven't played it straight. Haven't played it, Jimmy. Hey Joni. I've been watching Moderwellens has been playing it, so I'm watching her let's play. Yeah, I should probably go say something. I'll be back in a minute, people. Just went to check on her. I know it didn't help, but like I said, there's not really a whole lot that I can really say. I mean, I yell often enough on here anyway. So, hi, Snow Kitty. Yeah, she is. She is. I mean, it's yeah. She's testy. Yep. Not sure, Kelface. Not sure if she's on YouTube or if she's on. She's probably just on her YouTube right now. I think she's just on YouTube right now. Graying my beard. No, that is not new at all. Soft reset. This has been for years. My beard's been graying for years. Losing weight. I haven't looked. I haven't checked my weight in a few weeks. Um, Not really, Murfez. Yeah, this has been a few years that it's been like this. Relax. No soft reset. I'm not burning my shirt. I'm not getting rid of my shirt. I don't have enough. I don't have enough decent T-shirts that fit comfortably for me to start getting rid of them. Jonah, no, I don't really listen to They Might Be Giants. I have heard some of their stuff before. It's just it doesn't click with me. They just don't really click with me. Mama, we had some McDonald's earlier. My hands look like feet. Hey, Alea. Something I would invest in? I'm not really the type to invest. Clubbed thumbs? I don't know what clubbed thumbs are. Like, what's a clubbed thumb? Is this a clubbed thumb? We did today, Nancy. We've actually been doing really well not buying that stuff. Hey, Steven. Hi, waiting. We've been doing really well. Oh, my nails. I don't know. Yeah, we've actually been doing really well. Hey, Sosuke. Uh, not buying, uh, not buying fast food lately. Just today we did it. We were really hungry. So, hey, Mona. We were hungry enough that we sort of felt like we kind of needed to just get something fast. No, I have not gotten new knives. Nah, Chantal doesn't really play any video games now. Alea, it'll usually give me the poops. McDonald's usually gives me the poops. Exactly, Chibi. Any good shows I can recommend as of recently? I haven't really been watching anything lately. Um, even like even Star Trek, I've been falling behind on my. I've been slow to watch. Slow with watching Next Generation. So, yeah, I don't know any new shows. Steven, sorry. Nope, never watched Black Mirror. The Orville. Breakthroughs. Nope, absolutely not. So skip. Um, Still pretty much impossible to get any referrals to even talk to doctors about hormones. Hey, Daniela. My age? I am 37, Mama Moon. I know, Snow Kitty. I know. Haven't weighed myself lately, Nancy. Last time I weighed myself, I was like 196, I think. I mean, I'm not really big on dystopia reset. Fuck you here. Fuck you, Ardent. Fuck off, Ardent. Pokemon. I mean, mostly like I'm just sort of waiting for until I can talk to somebody about hormones. But like I said, it's impossible. Like there's just no one in Ottawa, no way to get referrals here in Ottawa. I was looking it up, I was looking it up a little bit again earlier, and yeah, it's just Joni. No, these are just prints I bought at Ottawa Comic Con, I think, or this was probably something I bought at like Cape Cornwall area pop event. This I bought at Ottawa Comic Con. Same with this. And does hormones work in later age transitioning? Um, no complications I'm aware of, Stephen. Just go on them and yeah. Yeah, certainly. When am I going to start wearing female clothing? I don't know. I do want to get the. I am hoping one of these weekends to go, or one of these days to go shopping for some clothes. Actually, Donald, it seems like there's kind of a long wait time in the US to start on hormones as well. Like I've seen people talk about there being, talk about it taking 2 years to to talk to somebody about hormones in the US as well. Presumably depends on where you live. Like it presumably depends on your specific locality. But yeah. Thanks, Alicia. And of course, there are some states that are going to make it just straight up fucking impossible. Sure, Johnny. I mean, there are some states that are going to make it just straight up fucking impossible to transition for anybody. Thanks, GB. Mama, I plan to. I plan to. What's the difference between a bad orator and a clothes dryer? I don't know. They're both loud, repetitive, and full of hot air, but at least one knows when to stop. Fair enough. Do I think states will ban trans people from running homes? Um, what'll happen is states will remove protections that make it illegal to forbid trans people from getting jobs and buying homes. So like they'll just make it legal for to discriminate against trans people in the workplace and in every other aspect of life. That's like it's already happening. Like that's something that's already going on in a lot of states. A lot of Republican governed states, and that's going to become a lot more common over the next couple of years. Just a removal of protections. Bullshit. Soft reset. That is demonstrable bullshit. We know that is provable bullshit. Capitalism. This idea that capitalism is largely rational, that capitalism doesn't discriminate. It does. It absolutely does. There have been tons of examples. And shit, how long did it take for women to be able to get credit cards? The House just passed marriage protections today. The House did. We'll see if the Senate actually. My understanding is that the Senate isn't going to have time to pick that up. Your Republican congressman voted yes in the game. That's good, Donald. At least your congressman has like a bare fucking minimum of decency. 157 Republicans voted against it. 157 Republicans said no. It should be absolutely legal to ban gay people from getting married. 157 Republicans in the House think that gay people shouldn't be allowed to get married. Right, but like the point is, soft reset. Like it's not that long ago that gay people weren't allowed to adopt, and there's efforts to get that stopped. Um, it's every Democrat. Yep. And yeah, apparently, like I said, apparently, the hey Melanie, we'll see if the Senate ends up actually passing a law that codifies same-sex marriage. I'm not confident. Sure thing, Sneed. I'll be honest, I am not confident that the Republicans wouldn't block it. Uh, and especially if the Republicans take the Senate uh, this year, then same-sex marriage is not going to be protected. If the Republicans take the Senate, there is no way in hell that they will actually even allow a bill to go forward. Um, to codify same-sex marriage. Like they just won't. They will never. A Republican controlled Senate will just never, ever, ever allow the bill to come forward for same-sex marriage. It's entirely possible with the Supreme Court the way it is. Um, yeah, like there's no reason to believe that the Supreme Court, as it exists right now, would not overturn Obergefell. Absolutely, they would, Sosuke. They absolutely are. The Republican Party is led in large part by theocratic fascists. As Graves put it. Absolutely, it will. It's going to be a long fight, unfortunately. Fuck off, Melton. We're not getting into that shit. Yeah, James, that is like the Democrats deserve a lot of criticism for not codifying abortion rights, for not codifying same sex marriage rights. The fact that the Democrats just used those issues for fundraising, it's bullshit. The Democrats fucking suck. Like the Democrats actually absolutely suck. I'm not going to defend the Republicans here. Uh, at best, the Democrats are not actively malicious. Like that's really all it is. The Democrats are not actively malicious. They're not seeking to actively hurt people. The Republicans are seeking to actively hurt people, and the Republicans are seeking to actively hurt people, and Democrats are just doing nothing. Any ideas? Nope, nothing I can think of, Soska. Exactly, Tyler. Real fucking yeah. Real fucking observance need. You're a fucking genius. Smartest person in the fucking planet, Sneed. Fuck off, dumbass. Hey, Josh. No, I don't think that Putin does support trans people. Yeah, sure thing, Scorpion, whatever. Canada, I mean, Canada doesn't have as well. I don't know. It's not that Canada makes it easy to transition. It's just um, right now we don't have a. Right now, Canada does not have a government that is trying to make it hard to transition. That said, it's still tough. It still takes time. Don't like how corporations. Yeah, yeah. Very few corporations are actually are genuinely pro queer. Yeah, we have Planned Parenthood in Canada. Fuck off, aspect. Fuck off, Scorpion. I'm not. Whatever. Kelly, I'm not really, and I don't expect to get bottom surgery, but yes, even somebody who has bottom surgery can get pleasure from sex. I mean, I can look into it, soft reset, but I have a hunch that it would probably not be that easy. Feel free to look that up, Hank Scorpion. Feel free to do that research yourself. Yeah, Melanie. Don't think I'll be doing that, Dandy. No, I don't think that that's something I'll be doing. Scorpion, I mean, I haven't done the research on it, so I don't have an answer. And even if I did, you wouldn't fucking care. It's not like there's anything like any answer I could give, you would ignore anyway, so it doesn't matter. You're not actually interested in good faith discussion, so I'm not going to waste my time. Can you get a surgery that makes down there smooth like an action figure? I mean, probably, but I don't think that anyone does. I don't think that's very common. Sure thing, Scorpion. Sosuke, I don't know. I don't know how you convince somebody. Um, I think like the only way to convince somebody that trans people are human is for them to meet and get to know trans people. I mean, some people, um, like some people sort of regret the bottom surgery, but I mean, very few, like surgery, like trans affirming surgery or gender affirming surgery has a very low regret rate. Waiting for some, yeah, but I mean, there are also some where having the wrong genitals is traumatic. Am I attracted to women? Yes, Kelly, I am attracted to women. Bottom surgery? Bottom surgery would be genital surgery. either changing a dick to a vagina or changing a vagina to a dick, one way or the other. Well, good thing I'm not sexually active, Killface. Sounds painful. I mean, it's surgery. Like, it's surgery, so I mean, it's, you know. Right, Chibi. And like I said, I'm fine having a dick. Like, I don't have any dysmorphia related to my penis. So, if you're not sexually active and drug kids, yeah, of course. Yeah, like I have no plans on getting bottom surgery. Dandy. Uh it was a timeout rather than a full ban. And the reason I did it, hey, Killer Queen, is because they made a comment that was very clearly intended as a reference to suicide rates among trans people. And fuck that shit. Top surgery, probably not, Jay. I don't really want to get any surgeries, honestly. We'll see down the line. No, Scorpion, because as it turns out, 41% Dandy. Yeah, as it turns out, Scorpion, being trans is a spectrum. Every trans person is different. Every trans person relates to their body in different ways. They have different feelings and priorities. Um, Not every trans person feels any desire to change their genitals. A lot are totally fine with the genitals that they have. Why I want to take hormone therapy? Because I do want to move that direction. Crystal, I mean, or Christy, I still feel like I can moderate myself pretty. No, it's not, Scorpion. You're just an idiot. You're just assuming that every single trans person is the same, and fuck off. Scorpion, I'm done trying to explain this to you. All I'm going to say is do some fucking research on it. Look at, like, read up on what trans people say. Read the accounts of trans people. Just read that shit. Do some fucking research because you clearly haven't. You clearly haven't done a single bit of research on what trans people are like. You know, you don't have the time? Then don't fucking comment on it. It's clear that you are just trying to be. What is clear to me here, Hank, is that you are trying to discredit the trans experience. Like, it's very, very clear that you are simply trying to discredit the trans experience entirely. That you are not interested. You are not actually interested in actually learning about the feelings of trans people, about their experiences, about how they relate to their bodies and all that shit. You're not actually interested in any of that. You just want to discredit the trans experience entirely. So fuck off. I'm done trying to explain this shit to you. You're not going to listen. There's nothing I can say that you will actually listen to. So I'm done. Hank, the trans experience? There is no specific trans experience. You know what? And I think that you are an asshole, Hank Scorpion. Peter Quill is what? I always found Peter Quill to be a douche. Like he's just like this smarmy douchebag. I don't like Peter Quill. He's not the kind of person that I like. Mama, I like women. I'm fine with that, Dandy. I mean, in fairness, most of the Guardians of the Galaxy are not good people. But Peter Quill, I just always thought he was a dick, and I don't like dicks. Like I don't like dick characters, you know? Loki's your favorite. My problem with Loki is Loki was never manipulative enough for me. Like I wish that Loki had been smarter. Ernest and good. Like I said, he remains this smarmy little dick throughout the scene. Isn't Loki gay in the show? There was a throwaway line that showed him as that confirmed him as being bi. Um, just his behavior, just his general attitude, the way he speaks, his like right near the very start of the Guardian of the Galaxy, right at the start of the movie, he finds like he completely forgets that he had a woman in his ship. And it's like, dude, come on. I don't know. I just don't like dickbag characters. You know, I just don't like those types of characters. I prefer the ones who are like genuinely nice people. Like my favorite Guardian of the Galaxy, my favorite character in the Guardians of the Galaxy movies is Mantis because she's just an absolute sweetheart. She's just like this sweet little cinnamon roll. I love her. All characters getting pretty good. I mean, they are starting to get. They are starting to branch out at least. I mean, I've heard good things about Ms. Marvel. Like, I've heard a lot really good things about Ms. Marvel. Make sure it's not because played Pratt. I mean, even before, I don't know. Pratt seems like kind of a dick as well. Pratt seems like a bit of a douchebag as well. But hey, Casey. But no, it was like even before Elliot Page sort of called out Chris Pratt. I just never liked Star Lord. I just, you know, he's funny, but he's also a douche. He's just a douchebag character, and I never liked those people. Same reason I never liked Wolverine. That's fair, Liz. Drax is definitely fun, but hey, Rara, but his treatment of Mantis pissed me off. Like that fucking running gag in Guardians 2 of Drax just constantly insulting Mantis. Fuck off. You know, Mantis is an absolute friggin' sweetheart in the movie. She doesn't deserve this shit. Comic book Mantis may have deserved it. Comic book Mantis is a little bit of a mixed history for comic book Mantis. Um, I have not, Joni. Hey, Heidi. It's just like comic book Mantis has. I am Caitlin. I'm not actually buying. Like, I'm not watching any of the Marvel stuff. I'm not buying any comics. I'm not watching any Disney stuff. Um, but Marvel is like comics have still been a huge part of my life. Marvel comics have always been a huge part of my life, so I can't not talk about them. Yeah, Mantis in the comics is a really weird, complicated history. Um, like it's just I always feel like Chris Englehart or Steve Englehart. I always feel like Steve Englehart has a weird relationship with women in his writing. I like flawed characters. I just don't like the ones who are dicks. Like a character can be flawed without being an asshole. The same here, Meg. I liked Captain Marvel. I thought it was a good movie. I thought Brie Larson delivered a solid performance. Frankly, I would rate her performance as being pretty much up there with Chris Evans in First Avenger. It depends on the flaws, Joni. Like, I love Cyclops. Cyclops is one of my absolute favorite characters. He struggles with emotions. That's a big flaw. Um, for a long time, he had confidence issues. Uh, Even now, he still struggles with his emotions, like with feelings. He's a flawed character, but he's also a genuinely good dude. Um, Potentially on the autism spectrum. Uh, he did, Sosuke. In fairness, he cheated. He cheated with Jean Grey first. He cheated on his first wife with Jean Grey, and then married Jean Grey and cheated on her with Emma Frost. Flaws. Yeah, not always the best decisions in his personal life. But I mean, he was going through a really rough patch. Like it was a really complicated time for him. He did they both dirty? Yeah. Definitely not something. But yeah, Jay Edidin, a comic book editor who also the host of one of the hosts of Jay and Miles Explain the X-Men. So Jay Edidin, hardcore X-Men reader, and like hardcore Cyclops fan. Cyclops is his favorite character, and Jay is also autistic, and he's talked about his belief that Cyclops is autistic. So yeah, it's sad, Heidi. In general, I try not to be too judgmental about it. Magneto? Probably not. No, no, Sasuke. Magneto's not autistic. I don't really see evidence of Magneto being autistic. He is PTSD. Like he's definitely got PTSD. But no, he's yeah. There aren't a lot of comic book characters who there aren't a lot of comic book characters who likely have autism. There's very few who are actually canonically autistic, like exceedingly few uh, canonically autistic characters. Why was in Gambit in X Men movies? He was. He was in one of the X Men movies. Granted, it was Origins Wolverine. He was in the worst X Men movie. Um, but I think the reason Gambit didn't appear in the other X Men movies is because they were sort of going different directions than Gambit would have fit. Thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I wanted cool. Channing Tatum fought for years to get a Gambit film. He worked so hard. I feel so bad for Channing Tatum, honestly, not being able to get that Gambit movie made. It wouldn't have been a good movie. Like there is no way that it would have been a good movie. But I feel bad that he didn't get it made. Well, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that honestly is one of those things that no one ever actually expected to get made. Like, everyone, like, no one actually thought that it would happen just because of how long it was in development hell. No one actually thought that the movie would happen. I do wish it had. I do wish that Tatum had managed to get it to happen. Gambit is trashed here. It varies, Donald's. It depends on the writer, I find, for Gambit. Even more than most characters, I feel like Gambit depends on the writer. He's had some good runs. Uh, Kelly Thompson did really good work with him in Mr. and Mrs. X. And I mean, there's been other fun Gambit stories here and there as well. He's never been one of my favorites. Gambit's not a character that I've ever really attached to. Hey, LMV. I think again because he was a character that tended to be overly full of himself. Hey, Strawberry. A bit arrogant, a bit too cocky. Yeah, Meg, you're remembering right. Rogue and Gambit were like the thing in the 90s. Gambit isn't good to hear. What's interesting about Gambit, like Gambit starts out as an anti-hero. Like he starts out as not being a good hero, but he grows into the role. I do like that aspect of Gambit. He does genuinely grow into being a hero. Uh, Early Gambit is annoying to me, but like I said, he does grow into heroism. You know, he becomes capable of self-sacrifice and shit like that. So I do like that about Gambit. I did strawberry, yes, just some McDonald's. He was a good boyfriend, good husband. He and Rogue are married in the comics right now. Actually, I think Gambit might have just. I think I read recently that Gambit may have just died recently. It happens. But yeah, he and Rogue are married in the comics. It's they're a nice couple. They like Kelly Thompson sold me on that relationship. Are there any characters in X Men that Republicans like? Um, I mean, I'm sure a lot of them like. I'm sure a lot of them like Wolverine, even if they largely miss a lot of the point of the character. I mean, Republicans are somehow capable of not understanding when a comic book is taking a stance against them, when anything is taking a stance against them. Like Republicans are capable of. Oh yeah, Republicans fucking adore Punisher, which is hilarious because uh, the Punisher fucking hates cops who idolize him. They don't understand. They don't. Uh, the Republican love of Congress of they're not at work, boner. The Republican love of Punisher pisses me off. It's part of why I hate the Punisher. Like the reason that cops and Republicans love Punisher is why I hate the character. Punisher is a revenge fantasy. He is a murder fantasy. Hey, KB. About an hour in. Softry said, thank you. So glad to catch you live after such a long time. I work like an animal. America's in flames. At least it's not Canada. Glad you seem well. Thank you, Soft Reset. Speaking of in flames, fucking Britain. They like the outer aesthetic. Yeah. Yeah, I hate Punisher because he's a murder fantasy. He is like it's just I don't enjoy those types of stories. Like I don't enjoy stories where the point is somebody murdering other people and we're supposed to root for murder. Like it's just I don't like that sort of thing. And it's a shame that honestly Disney should really be going after all the cops who co-opt the Punisher logo. I wish Disney would actually like whenever you see like a Punisher skull with like a thin blue line, I wish that Disney would actually go after those shirts, those stickers, those images. But Revenge is the huge concept people like. And I don't like revenge. Shit, I think that's one of the reasons I love Sailor Moon. Disney does. And yeah, I mean, the comics have tried to make it clear that the Punisher hates cops who act like him. But, yes, Sosuke. 1312, ACAB. Hey, Hexy. Maybe laugh. Hey, Brooke. Unfortunately, comic books. Sam, I don't know. I mean, I've moved on to puns playing off the word five now. All cops are bastards, Donald. It's all cops are bad. All cops are bastards. Cool. Because Captain America is a character that whose comics regularly get political, and because comics are made by primarily by liberal people, by people with liberal philosophies, Captain America comics often end up promoting liberal ideals. Uh, Beyond that, they like Punisher because they like the idea of just murdering people. Republicans love the idea of just killing anybody they don't like. Like that's kind of what it is. Republicans just really, really like that idea. So, yeah, of course they love Punisher. Hey, Bats. Whereas Captain America is a character who tries to appeal to people's better natures, and Republicans don't have better natures. So, no, Dandy. Go the money for my channel goes to me. Yep, Sosuke, yep. They are fucking garbage. And this, of course, comes after they denied that it even happened. They denied that a 10-year-old girl got pregnant, said that it was a made up story. And then when it turned out, oh, nope, it was a real story, then it was, okay, let's go after the doctor. And hey, let's go after the 10-year-old girl as well. Dandy? I mean, I spend it all on my junk food. Do I like Halo? Nah. I don't really like shooters, especially first person. I don't play first person shooters in particular. But even like third person shooters, Mass Effect notwithstanding, I don't really play those games. Glad I got my tube side last year. Yeah. Not evil. Brooke, I would say they're not evil. Uh, they're just wrong. No, Hexy, we have not. Uh, I mean, I enjoyed reading Lord of the Rings, except for Tom fucking Bombadil. Like, I that fucking guy, that section of the book, oh, just interminable. Just went on and had no goddamn point to it at any point ever. So I'm aware, Dandy. So yeah, it's I liked the Lord of the Rings novel books. I did also like the movies. I have not seen the Lord of the Rings show. I don't plan to. Um, I'm just not interested in it. I also still haven't watched all the. I still haven't actually watched all the Hobbit. I've watched the first Hobbit movie. I haven't actually watched the second or third. Want to start the books? I mean, they are long and they are a bit on the dry side. I will say that, cool. They are fairly dry reads. But obviously, I mean, they are also, some of the most important, some of the most important novels ever written. Huge influence on fantasy as a whole. Republicans like Lord of the Rings, and I don't know why. I mean, because they're fun movies. Like they're fun movies. But yeah, it's considering that Lord of the Rings always had a well, no, because it's Lord of the Rings does definitely have a uh yeah, that's what I've heard, Mr. Laugh. That's my feeling. Thoughts on it being no colored people and whatever. I mean, it's kind of shitty. Like, it's kind of shitty that there were no people of color in the books or the movies. Yeah, like as far as why conservatives like Lord of the Rings, there is definitely a conservative bent to the novels. There is very much this idea presented in them that tradition is superior to progress. Um, an attitude that I disagree with myself. Uh, thanks, Ulcer. Like I very much think that tradition is only useful. Like tradition is only valuable to the extent that it actually solves things. Sasuke, nah, I rights for everybody. Like give the rights to everybody. Hey Ash. Yeah, it's not just the like it's not just any sort of Christian shit presented in it. It's not sure Pokemon. But yeah, it's Tolkien valued nature over the cities. Like that was something that was a big deal to him. He very much preferred. He very much felt that rural living was superior to urbanization. He was not a fan of urbanization. I mean, considering the time he grew up, hard to argue with him. And progress like World War I definitely had a big impact on his attitudes as well. So I mean, World War I that was deeply traumatic, and that also factored into his writing. Um, so yeah, I mean, he was very much in favor of moving back to simpler living. Brooke, I don't know. I don't know if I'll do that. Sosuke? I mean, Tolkien was British. Both world wars were very much traumatic to the English, and Tolkien was English. So no, Hexy. So yeah, I tend to disagree with Tolkien's conclusions, although I can't fault his I can't fault him for why he believed it. Hey, Icky. Um, but yeah, that I think that's a big part of why a lot of people on the right have such strong attachments to Lord of the Rings, is because it is a series that very much espouses a return to a more traditional rural society, and impossible to tell, Sasuke. And Republicans hate cities as well. Like Republicans think that every single city with a population of over like 250,000 is just an absolute fucking hellhole, just murder nests. Hey, Pickles. Probably not wrong, Killface. Last book I read was Siege by James Mason. They can be, Treza. Yeah, they are, Sosuke. I mean, not really icky. Like, cities have murders because that's where the people are. It's sort of what it comes down to. Violence happens where people live because there's opportunities for it. It doesn't mean cities are bad. It doesn't even mean the cities are legitimately dangerous. Indeed, soft reset. I will say this. Um, could I survive in the countryside? Never mind as a trans woman, as like, no. I need my internet, Sosuke. I need a good internet connection. I cannot survive without a decent internet connection. Indeed, Icky. Because America has guns. That's the important thing to remember. US has guns. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of guns. Seven Deadly Sins. Never read that one, Luna. America's internet ever. Not necessarily good internet, soft reset. Trans plus llamas equals profit? Probably. Kill Bill? Yeah, I watched the two Kill Bill films, volumes 1 and 2. I liked them. They were fun movies. I remember. Hey, who wants to hear a funny story time? So I remember when Kill Bill Volume 2 came out. I was still living with my mom when Kill Bill Volume 2 came out. Chantal and I were going to go see it. I had my driver's license at that point, or my learner's at least. My G1, I guess, or G2. I don't remember. Uh, yeah, you can have a crush on an anime character, Luna. Of course you can. Anyway, so I did have my driver's license at that point. So Chantal and I were going to drive down to the theater to watch Kill Bill Volume 2. I mean, I know that now, Jimmy. I didn't know it at the time. Anyway, so yeah, we were going to go drive down to the theater to watch Kill Bill Volume 2. Came out in 2004. Yeah, so it would have been very soon, like very shortly before Chantal and I moved in together then. Um, so we were going to drive down to the theater to watch Kill Bill Volume 2. And as we were driving down the street, uh, there was a guy standing in the middle of the road, sort of urging people to go around. So we sort of pulled over to ask to see what was going on. There was a cat, like he had a cat, sort of in a box that like been really badly hit or like really badly injured. Probably got hit by a car or something like that. Is still alive, but is very clearly like very much injured. Um, so we just sort of pulled over to watch the cat with the guy. Like we just pulled over to like stay with the guy while we took care of the cat, and we went to a corner store to call a vet, like to get call a veterinary hospital. Say, emergency situation. There's an injured cat here. Uh, no, he didn't flirt with Chantal. Um, then am I going? No. Anyway, so yeah, so we went to the corner store, called that, and stayed with the guy and the cat while we waited for the vet to show up. Um, the cat did actually seem to be getting a little bit better by the time the vet got there. Uh, so, not, but still, like very definitely needed a vet. Still definitely needed help. So vet gets there, goes to grab the cat, and the cat starts trying to run away. It's like it knew that the guy was a vet. It knew that that a vet had shown up. Was like, oh shit, he's gonna stick a thermometer in my butt if I don't get away, and tried to run away. Uh, Obviously, we caught it. Vet took it. I don't think we never followed up to find out what happened to the cat. So I have no idea what ended up happening to it later. But yeah, we just found it really funny that the cat started running away the moment the vet showed up. It knew, because it had been fine with the three of us just standing around it. So hard to tell, Meg. I mean, I was living with two cats at that point. I think did Chantel have Casey at that point? Yeah, Chantel would have had Casey at that point, and I had my cat Furball, so we both would have smelled like other cats. Especially because Furball always just loved to just get up on my lap. So it's yeah, I mean she definitely marked me with her scent. So I definitely would have smelled like her and Chantel. Pretty sure had Casey at that point. So she would have smelled like Casey. So yeah, I mean I we both would have smelled like other cats. So I don't know if it's smelling other cats. I don't know. I think it's I don't know. What I have for dinner? Just some McDonald's. Just had McDonald's. I'm going to refill my water and and go to the washroom. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Hey, J Dot. Not to put cat ears on? No, not putting on cat ears. Oh, Killface left? Bye, Killface. Sorry if you left before I said it. I'm not getting cat ears. Brooke, actually, it's a box of popcorn next to an empty tissue box. What's going on? Nothing much. Yeah, I don't have any cookies right now. I do? Same old. Hey, Pebbles. The heck old? Not lately, Brooke. Show my closet? Nah. I haven't started yet, Kino. Friend has COVID. Yeah, shitty. Yeah, I can't get on HRT yet, Kino. Nowhere I can go for a referral right now. To the flies annoy me? Sometimes. I did not hear that, Ghoul. I wouldn't be surprised if he said it, but well, I might be a little bit surprised if he said it. Hey, Leah. Had a calzone for dinner. Cool. I suppose I would actually be a little bit surprised if Joe Rogan advocated shooting homeless people. I suppose I'd be surprised. I'd be surprised if he advocated it. Less surprised if he was pointing out. Was it Minnesota or Not Minnesota? Yeah, was it Minnesota that just passed a bill declaring it a felony to sleep on government, like in government areas, like to sleep like on street benches under bridges, shit like that. Was it Minnesota that declared a felony to like sleep under bridges and shit like that? He was just saying how ineffective the cops are. Tennessee. Yeah, I couldn't remember which state it was, Kino, but yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, just straight up, straight up criminalizing homelessness. Like that's Tennessee. Like basically just straight up criminalized homelessness, which is just fucking ridiculous. How's your doing this week? Um, Comes and goes. J dot. Ups and downs. But yeah, that is just like they could do something like they could do something to actually help homeless people. Like they could actually like do something to help these people, but they would rather just throw them in prison. Like they've decided just like no, we'll just throw the homeless people in prison. That'll solve everything. That's not going to cause any other issues. Never mind that it would cost never mind that it costs more to throw them in prison than it does to actually give them a fucking home. Let's just throw them in prison. Like it's just pointlessly cruel. Pointlessly and deliberately cruel, which is basically the Republican Party's motto. Might be getting a promotion to be a director of a TV nonprofit. Oh, good luck, Luna. Congratulations on that. It's water, Killer Queen. I don't drink alcohol. I'm just not interested in alcohol, Killer Queen. I don't enjoy it. Also, this would be a shitload of vodka. Lost a pound. Nice. But you take an extra big poop, J Dot? I'm sorry. That was crass. There's such a thing as too much vodka. Weed can get. I don't do weed. I don't take any drugs. My thoughts on DMT. Uh, Not sure what DMT is. Dress up as a homeless person for Halloween. I mean, how's that different from how I normally dress, Brooke? But no. Yeah. As far as drugs, like the hardest drug I take is Tylenol. You know, president for life, but you can only pass laws with the blood of the homeless instead of ink. What would you do? Uh, Moving on. I helped a homeless lady and became friends. She said it was not safe in the shelter. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of shelters aren't really all that safe. Some are better than others. It depends on where you live, and yeah, so some shelters are better than others. But yeah, some are not safe places to be. Again, because they don't really get the resources that would actually make them safe places to be. So, because again, politicians just don't care about the homeless. They get their ID stolen. Yep. Yeah, like politicians just there is no political will to give a shit about the homeless. And again, I feel like that is an international problem. There's just no political will to give a shit about those people. Would I like to dress as a seer? I don't know. I don't know, Brooke. I'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna drink much of that best. Yeah, understandable. J. Dot. Jesus said we would always have the poor. Absolutely, we will. But Jesus also advocated for doing shit to help them. Never ghoul. You'll need to go for. You'll need to go to another channel for that one-eyed ghoul. Something that makes me smile. Sam. Sam makes me smile. Jesus hated usury, aka banks, money lenders. Yep. Yeah. He was bullshit about money. He was also. He didn't mind taxes though. What I had for dinner? Just a McDonald's. J. Dot. He had no issue with. Jesus had no issue with taxes. Tolstoy is an anarchist Christian. Was Tolstoy the one who wrote War and Peace? No, he didn't. Soft Reset. Render unto Caesar. Yeah, Tolstoy. I actually read War and Peace. Yeah, I read War and Peace. It's long. It's a really long book. So good though, pretty good book. Greek gods were horrible because Greek gods were based on the Greeks. It would be possible to have a safety net of having room, toilet, and kitchen access. Everyone should, frankly. Everyone should have access to a bedroom, toilet, and kitchen. Yeah. The Greek gods, like they were based on people. Like they were based on themselves. They made their gods in their own image, which made them really interesting. I like the that's in Trudeau's Me Caesar. I don't give a shit, Jimmy. I don't really care about. I don't care about politicians' haircuts. But yeah, I like Greek mythology. Greek mythology is something that I've always really enjoyed. I used to be able to name all 9 muses. Poor Medusa. Yeah. Yeah, she got punished for being raped. That was shitty. Lore Olympus finale. Uh, you mean the season finale, Thrifty? That book's still going. Lore Olympus is still going, Thrifty. When was the last update? Yeah, just updated a few days ago. Yeah, I really like Lore Olympus. It's a really good comic. That is a very good comic. Yeah, yeah. The new season has started. Thrifty make. Want to wouldn't mind getting the collected Lore Olympus. Like, wouldn't mind getting the book version of it. To wear a mask to church today. Yep, yep. You got to wear a mask everywhere. Hate how many people like. I went to the like when I went to get some snacks today. When we stopped off at the grocery store to get some snacks, fucking nobody was wearing masks. Pisses me off. Monkeypox going up in New York. Yep. And you know what's extra shitty about the monkeypox bullshit? I haven't watched any Stranger Things, Dandy. So yeah, the thing that's shittiest about monkeypox is the way some people are trying to just write it off as a gay disease. Like they didn't learn their lesson from fucking AIDS back in the 80s. It's like, holy shit. Like, are you fucking kidding? Like, they're treating monkeypox. Yeah, like people are saying monkeypox is a gay disease, sexually transmitted gay disease. And it's, are you fucking kidding me? It is just the dumbest fucking thing. It's the fucking, like, these people really do want to go back to the 1980s, including letting gay people die. Start my own agony ant column? I don't think so, Brooke. They want to return to the 80s right down to letting people die because of homophobia. Fucking nonsense. Yeah. Conservatives hate learning, Nikki. Learning is elitist. Hey, COVID, yeah. COVID sucks. No problem, Nikki. Nikki, I have been online long enough to be able to usually be able to make out utter nonsense. So don't worry. Heard about that, Dandy? Yeah, ghoul. Yep. Does Chantel drink? Not very often, J. Dot. She doesn't drink very often. Currently, I think she's in a never drinking again phase. We'll see how long that lasts. I'm sure that she will end up drinking again, but for right now, she's not drinking anything. Got COVID after getting the vaccine. Yeah, it's mutating a lot. I think is the issue. Like it mutates. It seems to mutate very quickly. Which variant are we on right now? No, I can't, Dandy. I don't know that song. Doesn't. No. I mean, it doesn't scare me. It doesn't scare me, Luna. It's damn near impossible to actually overdose on marijuana. Like, it doesn't happen. You know, a pot overdose means you pass out for a few hours. Like, that's all it means. I don't watch TV. Don't have cable. So, yeah, I mean, it's Brooke. It turns out all those villains. It turned out that money actually did have more power than Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Turns out those rings just were no match for the power of money. Uh, we dance in Never, Melanie. I don't dance. My favorite movies to watch. I mean, I like watching Studio Ghibli movies. It's none of my business, CT. He was a hero, but then there was too much. But then money overpowered him. He just couldn't. He just couldn't stop the money. Have I watched The Boys? I have not, Nikki. Nope. No dancing, Risa. I have tried it, Melanie. That's why I don't do it anymore. I have tried dancing, and that's why I stopped. Degrassi? No. I was watching Batman Returns. Good movie. I like Batman Returns. Michelle Pfeiffer. Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman. Saw behind the scenes months and months ago. I saw a behind the scenes clip of Michelle Pfeiffer as Catwoman doing that scene where like she whips the heads off mannequins. I've considered it Scorpion. I have considered that Scorpion. Dan DeVito's Penguin. Yep, very good. Thoughts on Doctor Strange's comic character? I've never really vibe with him somehow. Yeah, like the behind the scenes of Michelle Pfeiffer whipping heads off mannequins. Like once she finished it, like the audience, like the cast or the crew cheered and came out to congratulate her. It was really cool. really fun. Um, but yeah, Doctor Strange comic character Doctor Strange. I've never quite vibed with Doctor Strange. Um, Also, it's real weird that Clea cheated on him with Benjamin Franklin. That was weird. Michael Keaton as Batman. Yep, I liked Michael Keaton as Batman. You think I'm joking? I'm not. Like, there was a storyline in Doctor Strange where he and his then girlfriend, his then girlfriend Clea, sort of went back in time and met Benjamin Franklin. And at one point, while Doctor Strange was out fighting a monster, uh, Franklin made a move on Clea. And like she was ready to leave Strange for Ben Franklin. It was fucking weird. Like it's a thing that actually happened. Doctor Strange dated a woman who fucked Benjamin Franklin. Like, what the fuck does that happen? How the fuck does that happen? I think that might have been Steve Englehart. I want to double check this. I want to say it was Englehart because that guy was fucking weird. Yes, Steve Englehart. Weird as fucking like Steve Englehart is one of the absolute weirdest fucking comic book writers. Like his like I don't know if he's like the way he writes women, I don't know if it's good or terrible. He just has such a weird way of writing women. Like you could absolutely write a fascinating book on how on Steve Englehart's writing of women. I have no idea, Jimmy. Because like a lot of Madonna horror complex shit, I find with Steve Englehart. Yeah, you could write an absolutely fascinating book on Steve Englehart's. It's not. I don't think it's misogyny. Reset poster is cool. These are both Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, like I don't think that Englehart's misogynistic. Like I don't think his writing is misogynistic. It's writing like it's a just a theme that he's fascinated with. I think. Like I think he's just it's just something that interests him, and he just like writes it. And I mean, like he does write complex female characters. Like he has always written complex women. Um, but he's also clearly interested in the idea of the Madonna horror complex. Yeah, it's just it's something that clearly interests him. So it's like I said, like I've read enough. I've read enough of Englehart's Marvel stuff to not think that he's not misogynistic. Um, because like I said, he does write complex women. He writes them generally he gives them depth, he gives them motivations. um Dandy, would I ever join the platforms Parler, Patriots Win, or Gab? Free speech is tolerated on there more so than the Twitters and Facebook COD ghosts. No, I would not, Dandy. You say free speech, I say hate speech. Those platforms tolerate hate speech. Not that Twitter generally has an issue with hate speech. Hey, Killface. Hey, bitchy titties. Archie and Veronica are one of the only comics I've ever seen. I mean, I would say that Archie comics probably among the most read. Like, I would say that most people who've read comics have read Archie ahead of anything else. Like, there are probably more people who've only read Archie than there are people who've read any other comic. So, I mean, it's not at all unusual. Reset. I mean, sometimes he debunks it, sometimes he plays it straight. It's like I said, it's weird. It's really weird. Um, like as an example, in the '90s, there was a comic book publisher, Malibu Comics. Yeah, Malibu Comics. Back in the '90s, Steve Englehart wrote a comic there, The Strangers. One of the characters was an android who was created pretty clearly created like as a sex droid. She achieved sentience, self-awareness, sort of became alive. Uh, she started a relationship with one of the guys on the team. Uh, a bit later in the run, there became a bit of a conflict between them because she didn't want to be exclusive. Like she didn't really understand. She didn't really get the point of monogamy. Like she didn't really like monogamy. Just wasn't like she made clear that monogamy just wasn't for her. And she was not depicted as the villain. Like she was not depicted as wrong for it, for wanting other to date other people. She didn't get the chance to date other people, unfortunately. But yeah, she was treated as being completely valid for that. Um, or another example, Steve Englehart wrote Vision and the Scarlet Witch, 12-issue maxi series. During that series, Crystal ended up having Crystal, who was married to Quicksilver at the time, had an affair with another guy. And again, she was not treated as being bad for it. Like the narrative sort of agreed that like accepted that cheating was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong for her to cheat, but she wasn't necessarily Like she certainly wasn't a bad person. It was honestly more sympathetic towards her. Like the narrative was actually still more sympathetic towards her than it was towards Quicksilver. Um, it made clear that it was wrong, but she had reasons that she did it. So I mean, like it's when I talk about Englehart having a complicated, uh, having just a, like I said, just it's not misogyny. It's more complicated than that. And I genuinely think that there is like, I think there is genuinely a fascinating analysis to be done in of how Englehart writes women, or has traditionally written women. I'm not smart enough to do it. I'm not smart enough to write that analysis. I wish I was, but I'm just not smart enough for it. I wish that somebody would write that analysis. I mean, yes, soft reset. I mean, in 2022, yeah. Englehart's been writing since the 60s. Like, Englehart's been around for, yeah, he's been writing comics for over 50 years now. And a lot of this shit was, he was writing it, like, a lot of the stuff that I was commenting as being fascinating was written in, like, the 70s and 80s. Like, it's a lot of the stuff was written in the 70s and 80s, which was, a very different time. And it was, especially by the standard, even by today's standards, frankly, he was doing shit that comics still don't fucking do. So, like, even today, comics aren't seldom really try to, or mainstream comics, Marvel and DC, seldom really tackle that sort of thing. Yeah, especially in the 70s and 80s, especially, yeah, no one was writing that kind of thing. Why do I hate? I don't hate Danny Elfman. I like Danny Elfman. Elfman's a Elfman's a good composer. Does good. He does good soundtracks. Tim Burton who sucks. Burton. I feel like Burton. I feel like Tim Burton is best when he's doing sort of his own weird shit. The bigger he got, and the bigger his budgets got, I think is sort of when it started, when his work started to suffer. Big Fish. Yeah, Big Fish was Big Fish. I think was sort of a might have been a bit of a return to his old stuff, and then yeah, it's just Beetlejuice. I mean, Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands. Um, I've never watched Ed Wood, but I've heard good things about that movie. Batman and Batman Returns were both good movies. Big Fish was a good movie. They're making a Beetlejuice too. I've heard rumors. Nightmare Before Christmas was a Burton idea, but he did not direct it. Hey, Nasa Jen. So yeah, I mean, there's rumors of a Beetlejuice 2, no real news. Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas was a Tim Burton idea, and I think he produced it, but he didn't actually direct it. Which, that said, the director was very clearly trying to capture a Burton-esque tone. Yeah, I heard that. Cool. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Yeah, Pee-wee's Big Adventure was Tim Burton. That was a good movie. Hated Edwardson. Really? I don't remember the ending of it, NASA Jen, I'll admit. Yeah, Tim Burton did seem to. What's Tim Burton been doing lately? I haven't really heard anything about Tim Burton in a while, come to think of it. Frank and Weenie, Dark Shadows. Big Eyes. Oh, Big Eyes. I think I've heard good things about the movie Big Eyes. And that actually does seem like something right up his alley. And it's a very interesting story. I've never watched Big Eyes. That seems to be a Tim Burton movie. Yeah, that's like based on a real story, which is like a genuinely interesting story. And basically, there's these paintings that used to be really big in the 50s and 60s. Uh, just paintings of people with big eyes, weird, creepy paintings. Uh, they were credited to Walter Keane. Walter Keane took the credit for the paintings. It turned out that it was his wife, Margaret Keane, who was doing the paintings, with her husband simply taking credit for it. Uh, they divorced, and like she wanted credit for the paintings, like she wanted to be acknowledged as the creator of those paintings. So she took him to court, and the court decided that the way to settle it, the best way to settle it, was a paint off. They would both just paint one of the Keen Big Eyes paintings. Um, Walter refused to do it. Margaret did it, just right in the courtroom, just and painted it and got the credit. Like it's like it became very clear. Like it was obvious. Like as soon as she painted, like, oh, she is the one who does it. She was the one who made those paintings. Okay, yeah, yeah, that is completely and totally obvious now. I think Walter still kept trying to take credit for it even afterwards, but he was pretty thoroughly yeah, it was pretty clear that he had nothing to do with it. Oh yeah, he claimed it. He cited a short sore shoulder. He's like, "Oh, my shoulder's sore," and then Margaret, less than an hour, just did exactly what it was. So yeah, it's a cool, interesting story. Stephen King and Anne Rice. Never read Stephen King. I did used to read Anne Rice back when I was a teen goth. Tarantino's done. His recent films have been bad. I mean, we'll see, bitchy. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, you'd be surprised how far you can go on uh, a good reputation. You know, like even after you stop doing good work, you'd be surprised how far you can go just because you did do some good stuff. Pulp Fiction was a masterpiece, probably. Yeah, what's he been doing lately? What have his recent movies been? There was the oh NFTs, Pulp Fiction NFTs. Ugh, yeah, cancel that fucker. But yeah, apparently he tried to do some Pulp Fiction NFTs, so cancel that fucker. No fucking respect for anyone who does NFTs. Meaning of Little Red Riding Hood. Ah, NFT. Hey, West Coast lass. NFT is non fungible token. It's a scam. It is a pyramid scheme. Is what it is. Like it's just straight up, absolutely a scam. It's crypto bullshit. That's even. It's crypto bullshit that is even less reputable than regular crypto bullshit. Um, he what NFTs are essentially they are a link. They're a web link. In theory, like they're promoted as, oh, you're buying this image, but you're not actually buying the picture. You're not actually buying the image. You're buying a certificate of ownership of a link connected to that image. It's nonsense. It's it's completely and just screenshot exactly one eyed cool. That's all it takes is a screenshot and you have the image because it's digital. And I mean, and the art almost never matters. They're buying, like I said, it's fucking Bored Ape. Like it's shit art. Most NFTs are frankly shit art. Um, because the art is irrelevant. What matters is the idea that it's worth something because it's declared to be worth something. Like they make no logical sense. They really don't. Paying for electronic bookmark, pretty much. That's pretty much what it is. And if the server that the bookmark is on goes down, guess what you own? Fucking nothing. Except even with a mail order bride, you're getting something out of it, Brooke. You're getting nothing. Like NFTs, you are paying money for nothing. Like that's the wild. Like you're paying for actually genuinely nothing. They're worth absolutely no actual money. There is no intrinsic value to any NFT. The value is whatever is agreed on. And what makes it even more of a scam, a very, very common thing that happens with NFTs, someone will buy their own NFT. Like, they'll mint an NFT and then they'll sort of create like a separate account to give themselves their own money to say, like, this NFT is worth $10,000. It's a scam. NFTs are just 100% a scam. They're a Ponzi scheme. They're a pyramid scheme. It's yeah. So the fact that Quentin Tarantino got into NFTs, fuck that guy. Fuck everyone who gets involved in NFTs. Every single person who gets involved in selling NFTs is a shitty person. Every single one of them. Selling NFTs for loser celebrity. A lot of it is they are. A lot of it has to do with the agencies that they're with. I have not seen Corpse Bride J. Like a lot of, I think there's a couple of talent agencies in particular that employs a lot of, represents a lot of major celebrities that got them, and those celebrities sort of got involved in hyping NFTs. And yeah, fuck NFTs and fuck everyone involved in them. A lot of people have pretty much soft reset. Because again, Bitcoin, all crypto, is ultimately pump and dump. Exactly, Ghoul. They're pump and dump. Yeah, I mean, there's no point in buying crypto anymore. It's too late to make money off crypto. The point now is, like, the goal now is all the people who got involved in crypto early on have sold out. Like, they've all cashed out. The people who got involved sort of middle of the way, they're just banking on the people on the latecomers so that they can at least step away with at least a little bit of money. Mining for crypto. Yep. Hurts the environment and also fucking makes it impossible to get decent computers with decent visual cards. Hey, Luis. So yeah, all crypto is ultimately a pyramid scheme. It's a few people at the top making a lot of money off all the people at the bottom and telling them, oh, this could be you. This could be you. Selling them hope. But even then, I have as much as I like, as much contempt as I have uh for crypto people, for the people involved in cryptocurrency, I have even more contempt for the people involved in NFTs. Because even by cryptocurrency standards, NFTs are bullshit. Louise, you would buy it. You would buy crypto so that the people who've had crypto longer can see the number go up enough to justify cashing out their crypto. That's what it is. Like you buy Bitcoin so that other people can make money off it. Hey, danger. Plus side is crypto does seem to be winding down at least. So at the very least, people will maybe now be able to get decent visual cards, whatever they're called. Ash from Pokemon or Marty. No, Dandy, I won't. Graphic cards, yeah. Yeah, I guess graphic cards. Because that was another shitty aspect of NFTs, like or of crypto. The computing power required for crypto meant that people were buying all the best, like that all the best graphic cards were going towards crypto mining. So it's people couldn't get good graphic cards for their computers. People couldn't get fucking PS5s because there were no graphic cards available. What happened there? I had to McDonald's, bitchy titties. Avonlea? Nah, I never wasn't really aware of Avonlea. PS5s are a human right. Why do you hate my shirt, Soft Reset? Why do you hate my shirt so much? Jeez. Leave my shirt alone. Thank you, J Dot. Nah, Crash. I all the t-shirts I wear, I bought like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Not sure, Gish. I will continue to date women, Happy Sky. Or, well, I will probably continue to date no one. But I will continue to be interested in women, including trans women. Louise, I don't know, probably, I don't know, maybe a Labatt Blue. Back when I drank beer, I think I would usually go with Labatt. My opinion on furries. Whatever floats their boat. Hey, Stephanie. Saying you should so. Yeah, they are. They're about 4 years old. All the T-shirts that I wear, I got very shortly after I moved up to Ottawa. Um, when all my clothes got stolen out of a fucking laundry machine. I don't have any merch danger. It's been like 4 years and I'm still fucking bitter about the time my clothes got stolen. Still bitter about it. Are you in Ottawa, Melanie? Because if you're not, then Stephanie, we probably will. We probably will get me some new clothes pretty soon. Goes to Chicago. Well, there you go, Melanie. So that's not going to work out. Agresco. I have not, Nikki. Wu Tang. I'll pass on the Wu Tang shirt, Gish. I think I'm probably I figure I am way too white for a Wu Tang shirt. That's fine, reset. I mean, I can get new T-shirts when I feel like getting new T-shirts. You saw them live? Cool. Do I like turtles? Not a big thing. They went for Rage when I was in college. Nice. Kind of a shame. I kind of wish that I'd gotten to see Rage when they were at Blues Fest, but neither of us really wanted to go out in the heat in the crowd. So, share your bath towel? No, Brooke. No. All right, I think I'm about ready to end this live. Sorry, about 10 times. Nice. No, Brooke, I have a bath. I have a towel. I'm not going to show it off. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm ready to end this stream here. A little bit on the tired side. So, my towel is white. So, yeah, thanks for coming. And I'll be back on Saturday for more of that Our Life game. And then a regular live again on Sunday. So, thanks for coming. And see you later, hopefully. Oh, shit, Louise. For a new t-shirt, better not be plain. Shit, Louise. Getting it right in under the wire, Louise. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, very much last minute super chat. So yeah, thank you very much. And yeah, I'll see you another time.